of AFM, that is Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers. What are we going to talk today? Today we are going to be talking about the area of various concepts related to Module A. So I have compiled a lot of questions from the area of Module A. Let's look at it, everyone. The transactions between owner and business are recorded as per periodicity concept, going concern concept, prudence concept, or business entity concept. When we talk about these transactions between owner and the business, we are treating the business and the owner as two distinct persons. When do we treat them as two distinct persons? We will be treating them as two distinct persons when we are following business entity concept. This particular topic is extremely important as this topic is asked in the examination a lot. The information provided in the annual financial statements of an enterprise pertain to business industry, economy, individual business entity, or none of the above. The information provided in the financial statements of the enterprise. When we talk about financial information, see when we how do we get the financial information? First is profit and loss account, and the second one is balance sheet. So if we look at both these things, ultimately it is business industry. I'm sorry. So it talks about the entire business industry. This is not a personal transaction that we note down in it, right? We record something that relates to the business altogether. Here comes the next question. It says, which of the following is not a transaction? Goods purchased on cash basis for rupees 1000, salary paid for the month of May 2010, land purchased for 10 lakh, or an employee dismissed from the job. See, when we talk about transaction, it has to be a monetary one. There should be money involved in it. So the transactions which are recorded in the business should relate to the business and should be something that we can quantify. If a person is dismissed from the job, this is not a quantification. If the person is not working anymore, this is not quantification, right? So in this case, the answer is D. That is, an employee dismissed from the job. Next question. All the following statements are objectives of accounting except providing information about assets, liabilities, capital, maintaining records of business, providing information about performance of the business entity, providing details about the personal assets and the liabilities. See, accounting does a lot of work. It gives proper information about the financial position of the organization, financial statement of the organization. It tells about the performance as well as position. So it tells about all these things. It maintains the records of the business as well. So first is correct, second is also correct. Providing information about the performance of the business, that is also correct. The last thing is it relates to something of owner. It doesn't relate to the owner. It relates to the business only, right? So in this case, the wrong part of accounting would be providing details about the personal assets and the liabilities of the owner. Done? I'm sorry. Next question. Payment of personal expenses of the owner of the business need to be recorded as drawings, liabilities, expenses, or none of the three. Payment of the personal expenses of the owner. See, if we talk about the personal expenses of the owner, personal means something that relates to that particular person himself. It is not relating to the business. So in this case, what is it gonna be? It is gonna be drawings. ठीक है ना? Drawings is stated as something which is personal. Then the purchase journal records what? All the purchases. Visible now? Purchase journal records purchases, sales, all the credit of the goods dealt by the firm, credit purchases of the goods dealt in by the firm, or cash purchases of the goods dealt by the firm. See, purchase journal is also called purchase day book. It is also called purchase book. Okay, this is actually a subsidiary book. When we talk about the subsidiary book, in this case, what would be the correct answer? It would relate only. See, cash book took away all the transactions which has cash element in it. In this case, it is cash purchase is not to be dealt here. It is to be dealt by sorry. In this case, cash is dealt by the cash book. So credit purchase of the goods would be taken by purchase journal. It takes care of exclusively all the credit purchases, nothing else. Done? So in this case, the correct answer is the credit purchases of the goods dealt in by the firm. Which of the following lists the balance and the title of the accounts given in ledger on a given date? Profit and loss account, balance sheet, earnings statement, or trial balance? It talks about the list of the balances, that means the closing figure, and the title of all the accounts in the ledger. See, I prepare ledger of cash, I prepare ledger of bank, I'll prepare the ledger of capital account. I will end all the other topics there. So that is where I'll get the particular answer. So in this case, all these points would be taken up, their balances would be noted down, be it the debit balance, be it the credit balance, and we will record it as per the trial balance. It is a summarized statement of all the ledgers. Overall, when we prepare this, the debit side should be equal to credit side, and this is not going to be a conclusive proof. It can be the proof that there is an arithmetical accuracy, nothing else but just the arithmetical accuracy. Okay, I hope it is visible right now. Okay, so in this case, this is debit equal to credit, and this is just to check the arithmetical accuracy, and it's just a statement. And you will find that somewhere down the line in many books they don't even call it a part of accounting cycle. It's a working paper. Okay, it is treated as a working paper. Here comes the next question. Under the straight line method, we are talking about depreciation now. Under the straight line method, depreciation is calculated on WDV, scrap value, original cost, or none of the three. See, when we talk about SLM method is also called original cost method. Original cost method. It is also called fixed installment method. It is also called straight line method. So there are multiple names for this one particular method. Under this method, whatever the purchase value is, we take the purchase value, and from the purchase value we will deduct the various things. That is, whatever the depreciation would be for every year. If it is 10,000, every year we are going to deduct 10,000 out of it. Okay? Only one specific amount is deducted, not the entire thing. Done? So in this case, the correct answer is original cost. Now, acha, we are done with the fixed installment method. Na? That is the other name. Now this is the next question. This question relates to the area of bills of exchange. Again, an important chapter of module A. If the date of maturity of the bill is a holiday, then the bill will mature on next working day, preceding working day, holiday itself, or other agreed day. If the due date of the maturity of the bill is a holiday, if there's a holiday on that day, see, if it is an emergency holiday, then we will move on to the next day. For example, if any important official dies, this happens now when any specific CM of a particular state dies, so they do this, right? They declare an emergency holiday on the date of an in case of an emergency holiday. We will say that in the books of accounts the bill will become due afterwards. But if we know that the particular day is going to be a holiday, then for example, we know about 2nd of October, we know about all these dates already na. So then there are certain dates which they are day offs. So if the date of maturity of the bill is a holiday, then the bill will mature on, it will be maturing on preceding working day. I'm sorry. So it will mature on the preceding working day. That's the rule. So it's gonna be the preceding working day. If on that day is a emergency holiday, then the following day. If it is 2nd of October, 15th of August, then 14th of August. 2nd of October, then 1st of October. So that would be the rule. They also give after the due date, it is actually due date plus 3 days grace. There is a grace of 3 days. Then another question from this area. A promissory note is drawn by dash in favor of. See, in terms of bills of exchange, there are two kinds of bills. One is bills of exchange and one is promissory note. What's the difference? In this case, you order the other person to pay you money after certain period of time. Under a promissory note, you promise to pay the other person. There's a difference now between a promise and an order. So in this case, let's look at it. When we talk about a promissory note, it is drawn in favor of drawer and drawee, maker and pay, payer and pay, or drawer and pay. Promissory note is basically a promise by one person to the other person. For what reason are we making a promise? Promise is basically I promise to pay you certain amount of money after certain amount of time. Okay? So in this case I am promising. The person who has to pay is promising. It is issued in the name of the person to whom we will make the payment. So in this case it is I am the maker and I will make it in the favor of the pay. That means the pay I will pay you after certain amount of time. Okay? So it is maker and pay. In terms of bills of exchange, there is an order, an unconditional order to pay a certain amount of money after a certain period of time. So it's an order. What do we do here? I order the other person to pay in such a way that I am the drawer. The person who will be paying this money is drawee. He can either pay to me or anybody whom I say. So he is actually the payer as well, and the person to whom he will make the payment is pay. It can be either me or any other person that I will state. Done? Everybody visible right now? So bills of exchange is an order, while the other one is not. Done? Done? Chaliye, then let's move on. Dash principle requires Dash principle requires that the same accounting method should be used from one accounting period to another. Conservatism, consistency, business entity, or money measurement. See, there is no problem in using a different method. They are saying if you are using method A, then continue using method A. If you are using method B, then continue using method B. If we have to use only one of them, then use one. There is no harm. If even in case you choose method B, then continue with method B now. Don't frequently change the method. That's the purpose of this area. So in this case the correct answer is consistency. Conservatism says anticipate the losses but not profits. ठीक है. Business entity says businessman and the business are two different things. Money measurement says measure everything in terms of money. If you can measure in terms of money only, then you can record it. Right? The left side of an account is known as dash and the right side as dash. We have something called LHS and RHS. The rule is debit is equal to credit. This is where we bring money into the business and this is how we spend the money. So is this gonna be a debit and credit, credit and debit, liability and asset, or none? I already talked about the answer. It is debit and credit. Right? So this is where I end my session. But before I end my session, let's talk about our courses that are going on our platform Adda 24/7, that is www.adda247.com. You can go and purchase our courses. How can you go and purchase it? Let me show you exactly where to go. You have to go on to the area of www.adda247.com. Once you go on to the area of Adda 24/7, you will find the area of JAIIB and CIB. Okay? As soon as you go on to the area of JAIIB and CIB, then you have to go on to the area of JAIIB October. In this case, you will find all the details. Our Mahapack is currently having double validity. So you can take up the batch of double validity. All you can do is you can use the code MOON80 and get a discount of 81%. There you have 600 hours of online classes, 316 test series, 315 ebooks, 637 videos, right? And we have got 6 plus 6 math. If you buy it for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. You know? And at the same time, if we talk about it, we are getting multiple things there. That means you will get our courses, you will get marathons, you will get mini marathons, mega marathons, you will get the doubt classes as well as a practice paper from our side. There are 316 mock tests which are added for you just in this area. And at the same time, not only live classes are available for you, not only the subject wise, but also the revision batch will also be available for you. If there's an MCQ or numerical classes going on, that will also be available for you. So if you're looking forward towards buying JAIIB Mahapack, that has got everything related to JAIIB. There, if you want to take up this JAIIB plus CIB Mahapack, that is also available. You can take up the JAIIB and CIB Mahapack as well. There is bank promotion going Mahapack also, right? And then we have the offices Adda Mahapack as well. So you can take up any of the packs, JAIIB Mahapack 2.0, JAIIB CIB Mahapack 2.0, and Officer Adda Mahapack, where you get JAIIB, CIB, then bank promotion, as well as all the details regarding the same. That means you are getting IIBS certification in it, one particular course, and you get everything in this one particular course. So if you're looking forward to it, then you can use the code MOON80 and get it at maximum discounts, right? I'm sorry. So if you're looking forward to it, then kindly check it out on our website or on our app for further details. Thank you.